Welcome back everyone. This is the fifth video in our Mockvita solution series, and in this video we are going to solve television sets. This question also came in Mockvita, and this was maybe the fourth question, I believe. I don't know exactly. All right, so let's move on to the problem description. Dr. Vishnu is opening a new world-class hospital in a small town designed to be the first preference of the patients in the city. Hospital has in-room of two types, with TV and without TV, with daily rates of R1 and R2 respectively. All right. So uh, the number of patients that will be coming into both of the room, they will be different. They might be same, they might not be same. All right. So however, from his experience, Dr. Vishnu knows that the number of patients is not constant throughout the year. Instead, it follows a pattern. The number of patients on any given day can be calculated with this formula. Thank you. Where M, all right, where M is the month and D is the date. All right. All the patients prefer without TV rooms as they are cheaper. All right. So our first priority is to provide a patient with a non-TV room, but will opt for with TV room only if without TV rooms are not available. All right. So we'll check that. Suppose if there's a patient at the vacancy of without TV rooms, if there is available, then we'll shift him to without TV room, and if it is not available, we'll shift him to with TV room. All right. Hospital has a revenue target for the first year of operation given its target and the values of N, R1 and R2. You need to identify the number of TVs and the hospital you should buy so that it meets the revenue target. Assume the hospital opens on 1st January and year is a non-leap year. Alright, which means February has 28 days. Great. Looking at the constraint, the revenue is this, our room rates is this, number of rooms is this. Okay, so in one test case, we will be only provided with with one set of with one number of rooms. All right, so I don't know that you know or not, but Code Beta provides you with a lot of leniency when it comes to time limit exceeded cases, and that was the thing that we had to take advantage here. This is why I've mentioned that you should use brute force in the question. Why? Because firstly, the number of patients that are coming, it's not constant. With the help of this formula, you need to create a list or something in which you will store the number of patients that will come, and that is all you need to do. How? Every day the number of patients that are going to come, and after that you just have to test with the with how many TV rooms you have and how many TV rooms you don't have, and for that complete year you have to find out the revenue. But revenue will vary depending on what? Depending on the fact that how many TV rooms you have. And since we need to find out the minimum number of TV rooms we have, so why not we start a loop? We'll make that loop with from 0 to the particular number to the total number of rooms we have, because we might be even able to collect a complete revenue without even needing any TV. All right. So what I am thinking is I need three loops. Firstly, first loop, it will be used to it will iterate from my first loop will I'll just write it here. My first loop, it will iterate to with TV rooms. Its value will vary from like maybe 0 to the total number of rooms that we have been provided with. My second loop, it will iterate to the number of months I have. That will be 1 to 12. It's a constant. My third loop, it will run with the number of days I have in each month. I'll just create a list with the number of months in it, and I'll just print its value. I'll use that. It's fine. All right. So this will be my three loops that I'm going to use. Okay. Now, to me, this was the first part of the question, to how to start the approach, because to some people it might seem a little bit confusing, because you have so many variables, like you don't know the number of months, you don't know the number of day, and you need to know the TV rooms and without TV rooms, all that. So I believe we are done with it. Now, the second condition that we encounter is a few set of conditions. All right. Now I'll show you. Suppose right now I'll just take some variables like patients. We can calculate easily how many number of patients we have, the number of rooms, total rooms that we have, it will be also provided to us. with TV room, which will iterate from 0 to the total number of room, and without TV room, which I can easily calculate with rooms minus with TV rooms. All right. Now my conditions, they are going to be like this. Suppose if the number of patients is greater than rooms, then what should I do? Because if suppose like this, if my number of patient is 31 and my rooms that are available to me is only 20, so I can only provide enough infrastructure for only 20 people. I can only accommodate these 20 patients. I can't accommodate more than 20. All right, so if this type of condition happens, what do I need to do? I'll since my my hospital is gonna be houseful, so I'll calculate my cost with simply this factor, like uh, I don't know how many TV rooms I might have at that time, so I'll just do this with TV rooms into their price plus without TV room into their price, because I don't need to think a lot, because my hospital is going to be filled. So as many as room have TV, I'll just cost them with that price. As many as room that don't have TV, I'll I'll just cost them with that, because here I don't need any priority. I know how many without TV room I have, and I need to completely fill them, and I also have to fill the TV the rooms which have TV. So since my hospital is going to be packed, I'll just cost I just calculate the cost of my complete hospital at that particular day, which I'll do with the help of this without TV room into their price. This is my first condition. And what will my second condition? My second condition will be if the number of patients uh, is less than suppose my patients are only 16 and I have 20 rooms. All right. Now comes the factor that they have specifically mentioned, that you have to first uh, one second, all patients prefer without TV rooms, and the doctor wanted to create a patient a hospital where everyone's get their own preference. All right, so since everyone has this preference that they want without TV rooms, so firstly we must fill those rooms that don't have TV. All right, how am I supposed to do that? First I need to calculate how many patients I can accommodate in the I mean how many patients I can provide with without TV. All right, so firstly I'll calculate my patients with TV, which will be equal to, you can think it will be equal to the number of patients I have minus without TV rooms. All right, I know you might be getting a little bit confused. I'll just give you an example. All right, so here I said I have 16 patients, right? And let's just for example, let's suppose that I have 15 without TV rooms and I have 5 with TV rooms. Okay, so I can provide 15 people that came first. I can provide them without TV. All right. So I'm done with it. I have provided 15 people with TV. Great. Now the rest of the patients that are left, since I don't have any more without TV rooms, I can accommodate them into a room which have a TV. All right. So I have calculated how many patients will have TV, and that will be total number of patients that I have is 16 minus the number of rooms that I have that don't contains TV, that will 15. So since I'll have one patient which will stay in a room with TV, but uh, there can also be one more condition. What will that be? It will be suppose I have only 40 number of patients that day. I only have 40 number of patients. All right. So uh, if I only use this formula, what will happen? My patients are 14, my without TV rooms are 15. It will give me a negative value. All right. So if I get a negative value, I can know that, all right, I have enough without TV rooms to accommodate all the number of patients that I have today. And if that happens, all right, I'll just check if the patients with TV, is it positive or negative? Is it greater than zero or is it less than zero? Is if it is less than equal to zero, then I'll just I know that I have enough room, enough without TV rooms for my patients, so my cost will be simply equal to pay the number of patients that I have and into without TV. So my cost will be patients into without TV room price. All right. I suppose I have 14 patients and my price is 50 rupees. So I can charge 14 patients with 50 rupees. All right, done. But in case the number of patients that I have is more than the number of TV rooms I can accommodate with, so my cost will be, firstly I'll provide the the number of patients that I can accommodate with TV. So that will be without TV rooms. I have, if, suppose if I have 15 TV rooms, so I'll just fill those without TV rooms completely with without TV room price. With this, I'll just copy paste this, and the rest of the patients, like this, the patients with TV, I'll charge them TV room price. I hope I am clear to all of you. I'll just read it again into with TV price. All right. All right. Suppose we have calculated patients for every day. Now the condition that I'm going to encounter is, if my patients are greater than rooms, if the number of patients that are coming into hospital that day is greater than the total number of rooms that I have, so my cost for that day will be, since my hospital is going to be house full, my cost will be, I'll just charge every room that I have with their price, and that would be my cost. As simple as that. All right. And suppose if the number of patients that actually come to my hospital that day is less than the number of rooms available, which means I have more rooms. So I need to prioritize my patients with without TV rooms, because all of them don't want TV. All right. So I need to find how many patients I can provide without TV. So I'll calculate how many patients I can provide with TV. And how will I calculate it? I'll simply subtract the number of patients I have uh, that came to my hospital that day minus the number of TV rooms I have. If the value is negative, which it will mean that I have enough room for patients, I have enough without TV room for the patients, and I'll just simply provide all of them with without TV room. But if the value is positive, it will mean that my without TV rooms are filled and a few patients need to be provided with TV room. All right. Now I'll code. The coding is very simple. I don't need to do much. Take my I'll just take my input as rooms. All right. Now what is the form of input? My first line will be it will provide me with the number of rooms. Second line will provide with me two values. That will be the price of with TV room and without TV room. Great. And third line will provide me with this revenue. All right. Let's solve this. So firstly, I'll take my inputs. I'll take room, and then I'll take two variables with TV price and without TV price. You can take this input with the help of map. I'll just map all these value into int, because that's what I needed. And you can split it since they are going to be delimited within space. All right, I've taken my input. Done. Now I need to take revenue as my input. Okay, now I'm done with all of these. Now I need to calculate a month's list. Why? Because I don't know how many days. I need to know how many days every month is, and I actually know it is. Firstly, January 31, 28, 31, 30, 31, 30. All right, I'm getting confused. 31, 30. After that, 31, 31, and 30, 31. After that, November will be 30, and December will be 30. Now I'll just check it if my maths and the list that I'm provided with is correct or not. I'll comment this and I'll check it. You need to check it, because this might be a small mistake which can cost me my answer. 365 correct. Okay, now let's move on with this. Now, as I said before, I need to iterate my TV rooms from in this range of 0 to, all right, I don't need to write 0 to the total number of rooms I have, because I can if I am able to collect my complete revenue with 0 TVs, then it's even better. And since I need to find minimum, I'll start from 0. All right. And I can go till the total number of rooms I have. All right. Firstly, I'll calculate my without TV rooms. which will be equal to rooms minus TV rooms. I hope you know that, since suppose I have 15 total rooms and I have 5 TV rooms. So my without TV rooms will be 15 minus 5, 10. I believe that's pretty obvious. All right. Now, every time I'll calculate a revenue, so let's just check is that current revenue. I am going to calculate revenue for every for TV room every time, and I'll check that if it is greater than or equal to my revenue, then I'll print it. Otherwise, I'll move on. All right. And there's one more condition. If if my TV rooms are maximum, and even then I can't collect my complete revenue, then I'll just print the number of TV rooms I have. All right. I don't print like I'm not able to collect it or something like that. I'll just print the total number of rooms that I have, that is provided to us. All right. Now, for month in range of 1 to 12, so I'm using 1 instead of simply putting 13, because we have been provided with a formula, and in that formula we are being told that January means 1. All right. So that is why with this my range, it will go from 1 to 12. That is why I'm doing this. All right. Now for my days, how do I calculate my days? My days will be in this range of, it will definitely start from 1 and it will go till months. I mean, yes, month minus 1. Suppose my month, here from here, my month will be 1. So 1 means January, but in indexing it means 0. So I need to subtract that value. So it will be month minus 1. And since range goes up till that value minus 1, so I'll just add plus 1 here. Okay. So this will be calculating my days. Now I need to calculate my patient for each day. And how do I do that? I'll simply use that formula. The formula was 6 minus month square plus, after that you have to take absolute function with days minus 15. I believe I have written that formula correctly. Yes, I have. Right. Now I'll use those conditions that I have written beforehand. I'll use them simply. If patients is greater than or equal to rooms, then what do? My cost, it will be equal to, in that particular case, my cost will be equal to without TV rooms into, this is the case when my my hospital is houseful, plus with into without TV price, plus with TV. Why have I written prive? With TV prive into the total number of TV rooms I have. All right, this is my first condition. But in some case, if the number of patients that have arrived on that day is less than the total number of rooms I have available, then what do I need to do? I need to calculate the total number of patients which I can provide TV. All right. So patient with TV will be equal to total number of patient minus the total number of TV rooms I have without TV rooms. All right, the rooms that don't have TV. And then I have to check another condition. If the patients are they in a negative form or not, I just check that. If they are less than equal to 0, then my cost for that day will be the total number of patients that came into the cost of my uh, will be the cost of without TV room price. All right, without TV price, else my cost will be equal to without TV rooms into without TV rooms price plus patients with TV, these patients, into the price of with TV room. All right, I believe that's all. Great. Now I'll add all of these values to my current revenue plus equals to cost. And after, after I have completed calculating that revenue for complete year, I'll just check I'm in correct identification. Yes, I am. All right. If my current revenue, if it is greater than equal to the revenue that I have to collect, then I'll simply break. All right. And I'll print my TV room. And this will also help me for one another thing. If suppose my TV rooms, no matter how many quantities I have of them, even if I'm not able to collect my complete revenue, even then, if I come to the end of this code, I will be able to print my TV room. And in case in mid between I am able to find, that I have collected my revenue, I'll just break and I'll come at the end, I'll print my TV rooms. All right. Now let's run this code. Hopefully there won't be any error. I have error. It's in line 1. With fee rooms. Without TV room. Okay, it was nothing. I need my inputs. What are my inputs? All right, 20, 50, 100, 7,000. I'll just copy them. All right, 14. And what's the answer? Yes, the answer is 14 exactly. Now I'll just try another example. This 10. I hope the answer is 10. Yes, it's 10. All right, so this was a solution for television sets. Another question that came in the mock beta. I hope you have understood this. All right, thank you for watching this video.